Welcome back to another episode of A Drop of Happy, your space for stress well living, wellness, and entertainment. I'm your host, Wanda Toby. And what's on the show? As usual, we're going to have the stress well tip / journal prompt, and we're going to talk about Lex Luthor. I know those two things don't seem to go together, but that's what we doing. That's what we talking about. They go together. I'm going to make them go together. Your stress well tip / journal prompt today is brought to you by Fat Joe. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. I know I sound a little corny, but that was my jam. To this day, that song is just gets me hype. And it should get you hype. And if you don't know it, go check it out. It's a banger. It's a good song. But that brings me to the journal prompt. I'm bringing it all together. When was the last time you felt like on top of your game? When was the last time you felt like everything was hitting on all cylinders and you were feeling good? That's what I want you to write about. That's what I want you to think about. More to that was what were the circumstances? What did it feel like? Can you recreate it? Do you want to recreate it? So I usually sometimes go through my past blog posts to find inspiration on what I've talked about before. And I actually posted this way back when, so I'll probably update it. But it was just talking about how we don't always feel hype. Like, obviously, especially now with the ups and downs and things like that, sometimes we struggle. We struggle to get through the day and things like that. I think at the time when I first wrote it, COVID, maybe I had COVID, or maybe the COVID situation was like going crazy. But the main thing about it was that sometimes we cut ourselves short from the accomplishments that we've made, whether it's in life, whether it's for the day. We don't give ourselves enough credit. Sometimes getting out of bed could be the thing, and we don't give ourselves enough credit for that. I know getting out of bed seems like a simple thing, but sometimes you don't know what's going on in life, in things that could cause you to stay in bed, being grateful to get out of bed. So I will take credit. I will take credit for that. Okay. And true, we don't always have the zest and the get going attitude to get through the day. But we need to give ourselves credit for getting through the day. We need to know that, life is not always perfect. It's not always on top, but appreciate when it is. So this could be a post, a journal entry about being grateful. It could be a journal entry just about reminiscing. It could be one about remembering a time when you did not give up. Right now, I'm sure every day seems to come up with a new challenge that we have to deal with, whatever that challenge may be. Maybe a family member has taken ill, money has fallen short, the state of the world is getting to you. There's definitely always something on the horizon to challenge us. Yet, we do rise to the occasion. And it may not feel like that in the moment, but as long as you're breathing and you're moving and acting and doing your thing, you are rising above your circumstance. You're not giving up. It may not feel great, but it is a testament to our resilient spirit. So regardless of the difficulties that you face, that you have faced, that you're facing, if you're having a difficult time thinking of a time when you were all the way up, getting through a difficult situation is being all the way up. Continuing to move through life is being all the way up. So that's it. This is thinking about this and kind of reflecting. When was the last time were you all the way up? And that could mean different things for different people. So that is your journal prompt. Better yet, go listen to that song, because it's good. Get yourself hyped. Get yourself all the way up. Now, I said we were going to talk about Lex Luthor, right? I said we were going to talk about Lex Luthor. I think that's a person who always thinks they're up. That character. But when I did my Superman review, so Superman 2025, doing pretty well. It has been doing pretty well in the box office, considering, and it's been out. I don't even know how long it's been out. A few weeks now. Is that how long it's been out? Anyway, it's been out for a few weeks, okay, and it's, I think, domestically, as of last weekend, let's see how much it's grossed. I gotta go look that up. As of the weekend, August 10th, it's grossed over 300 million. I thought over 330 million to be exact. And I thought I saw an article where it's now one of the highest grossing Supermans. So I don't know if they have made enough to break even budget wise, but I did also read that nationwide, I think it's up to 500 million. So this is just domestically about 330 million. So it's doing pretty good. And in my review, I actually enjoyed it. But what I didn't enjoy was Lex Luthor. And some people didn't like that I didn't enjoy Lex Luthor for this one. And really, it's not Nicholas Hoult. Nicholas Hoult played Lex Luthor, but it's not his fault. I still stand by that it wasn't his fault. I still think that he just wasn't given the best material and best direction, and he worked with what he got, and he gave it his all. I will say that he did. He gave it his all. So with kind of like a little backlash, little comments about me not feeling Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor, I found an article. These aren't my rankings, because I barely remember all of these Lexes, okay? The article is 9 actors who played supervillain Lex Luthor on screen, ranked. It was from TV Insider, and they start at 9. I'm going to throw my thoughts, because I do agree with number 9, but I'm going to add number 10, and number 10 is Nicholas Hoult. And I've said my reasons before. You could go listen to my Superman review. The reason being is, again, I feel like Nicholas Hoult, he really gave it his all. He was committed. I just did not like the portrayal of the character. There was no quirkiness. There was nothing to be like, oh, he crazy, but he cute. Not cute, but there's something about him that you're just like, okay. He was just all anger and nuts, and I don't know. He just didn't do it for me, as far as how I feel like Lex should be. There was no like, what's the word that I'm looking for? I mentioned quirk, which is almost going to seem opposite of the next person on the list that they felt wasn't the best Lex Luthor. So not quirk, but he didn't have that little funny side, because Lex Luthor has like a little string of comedy. He didn't have none of that. So, I mean, I went into it already, just was not a fan. So for me, if they revise this article, number 10 would be Nicholas Hoult. Lex Luthor played by Nicholas Hoult. But they start at number 9, and they start with Jesse Eisenberg. For the DC Extended Universe, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, Justice League. Listen, he wasn't good. I agree. I agree with that being number 9. Um, he just wasn't. He wasn't hitting it. The article says. Let me see what the article says. But as Lex turns from billionaire to bad guy, Eisenberg's tics and jitterness turns from endearing to annoying. A little less Lexpresso for this guy. I agree. There was something about it. At first, when I first heard that they were casting him for the role, I was like, yes, this is going to be good. But it was not. I agree. But he tried to infuse the quirkiness that Lex usually has. But Jesse Eisenberg does have those little quirks into it. It's just him. It just didn't track for this portrayal, in my opinion. The next few I don't remember, but so I'm just gonna go. So John Cryer from Arrowverse. So he was in Arrow. I did watch a couple episodes. I do not remember because I didn't watch the whole Arrow. If y'all did, y'all agree or disagree. I'm gonna obviously post a link to the article. The narcissist, sociopath, evil genius douchebag in the world of Ryan Cho was certainly a threat to Arrowverse and its infinite Earths. But Cryer, who played Lex's nephew, Lenny Luthor, in Superman 4, didn't disappear into the part. Perhaps because he was a recognizable sitcom star at the point of his career. Again, I don't remember this. I don't remember him. Okay, number 7 is a little controversial because number 7 is actually my number 2. No, my number 3. Kevin Spacey. The reason why I say is because, he's had some controversy. He's had some stuff going on that popped him out of the limelight, which is very unfortunate because he really is a great actor. He's had some allegations. I don't know if he was charged. I don't know. We're just going to stick to him as Lex Luthor. And you know what? His portrayal was one of my favorites. So Kevin Spacey, Superman Returns, before his career derailed by multiple allegations of sexual assault and harassment. That's the little troubles. Spacey played Lex in Superman's 2006 return to the big screen. That film continued the storyline of Superman and Superman 2. And though Spacey is good at playing a bad guy, his Lex paled in comparison to Gene Hackman's. I agree. Gene Hackman, which he's further down, was up there. But him, Kevin Spacey's portrayal being number 7 is wrong, in my opinion. Although you got to take that with a grain of salt because I don't remember hardly any of the other Superman, or any of the other Lex that they're about to talk about. But I don't think he needs to be number 7. So John Shea for Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman. He's number 6. Though Shea sold the character's upstanding persona, Superman didn't need X-ray vision to know Lex wasn't legitimate Metropolis businessman. Okay. Again, I don't remember him, but I don't feel like that's a good reason for him to be number 6. Clancy Brown, he's in the DC animated universe. He's number 5. I don't have much to say about that because let's move on. Michael Cudlitz, Superman and Lois. I know some of y'all are really Superman hardheads and have seen all of this, but I don't know this man. I don't know who this man is. Sorry to this man. Never seen it, but he's number 4. Number 3, Titus Welliver, Titans. In this live action series based on Teen Titans super group of comic book fame, Welliver didn't chew scenery like some of the other Lex Luthor portrayals on the list. Instead, he played the character as cool, calm, and collected. And the restraint made the ball baddie all the more menacing. Uh, there was a live action version of Teen Titans. What? A live action series? There was? Well, he's number 3. I don't know what to tell y'all. He's number 3. Okay, so number 2 is Gene Hackman, which Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor was the bomb.com. Like, I remember, and it was a long time ago, and I've seen them over and over again, but he was, I don't know if he was the first person to play it or that I've seen, because that was with Christopher Reeves. Hackman wigged out as a two-paid Lex who heralded himself as the greatest criminal mind of our time. The character was a classic supervillain, the ego, the underground lair, the bumbling assistant, and Hackman hammed it up accordingly. And I agree. Like, again, it could be nostalgia, part of it, but I thought he was good. So their number 1, which wouldn't have been my number 1, because it would have been, my ranking would have been Gene Hackman, Kevin Spacey's portrayal, and then Michael Rosenbaum from Smallville. I watched Smallville. I loved him as Lex. I didn't finish Smallville. I think I got to like the season number 8 or 7 or something like that. I don't know. So I'll just read it. As Smallville depicted Superman's ascent to superhero status, it also tracked Lex's descent into villainy, with Rosenbaum playing the character as a tragic figure. This Lex was wounded by his father's neglect and all too curious about best friend and brother figure Clark Kent. So it was good. I liked it, but I think probably because I watched the progression, so maybe I had a different relationship with that character. So those are the rankings. That's TV Insider. Maybe I'll put mine up as well from what I saw and what I remembered, but some folks did not like Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor. And I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I will link the article. I will link the other stuff. This is just, it's a little happy drop. Remember to live light, stress well. If you like the show, please share, like, subscribe, do all the things. It is streaming on all major streaming platforms, and it is a true audio only podcast. And that is all. Have a great rest of the life.